Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. You already know who it is. Welcome back for part three of my supernatural stories with demons, angels, and my supernatural experiences. Again, I want to reiterate every story that you hear here, every detail is 100% factual. There is nonfiction. There is nothing made up. There is no sauce on anything. Everything, the way I deliver it, is exactly the way that it happened. So anyway, I believe where I left off at is that after the experiences in that front room and going into my parents' room again and trying to get some rest, this next experience that I remember, it didn't necessarily happen the next day. I can't remember the actual date or how. I don't believe that stuff was happening every single night. I don't. I would be a crazy person by now if I'm experiencing this every night. But another experience that I can remember, because these might not even be in any logical order, but the next experience that I can remember is that being a small boy, I remember in the front room. Then this is at daytime in my front room. I remember that it used to be this big mirror. It's my mom and my aunts and stuff. They used to stand in that mirror and like look at their outfit, check their weight out. You know how women do, turn side to side, stuff like that. Check their weight and see how they look in the mirror and stuff like that. So we had this real gigantic mirror, and I remember me being a little boy. I remember me always standing in that mirror, just being silly, looking at myself, and sometimes when I had a loose tooth, I used to stand in that mirror and I would wiggle it out and I would take it out and stuff. I just like to look at myself, just being silly like any other little boy in the mirror. But it's just one particular time. I think my mom's in the back or something like that, whatever the case is or whatever. Um, I'm playing with my cars, driving them in circles, and I'm playing in the mirror because I used to like to do that and stuff like that. I'm playing in the mirror and I'm going in circles and I'm going in circles. It's this one particular time. Don't you know how sometimes you could see something at the corner of your eye and you saw it and you hurry up and look and it's gone? But your brain mechanism will tell you that you didn't see anything crazy because it's how your brain keeps it's how it keeps you from going insane. It keeps you function like, no, you didn't see that. You didn't hear that. That was something else. Your logical starts to kick in like, no, that was something else. This particular time, I'm going in circles with my little cars and stuff like that. And in a split couple seconds in that mirror, I see a large, tall figure. It had to be about 7 feet. A large, tall figure, all black. Looked like it had on a black trench coat with a long knife in his hand, making a gesture behind me like it was going to stab me, like it wanted to kill me, like it was one of the demons saying, "You motherfucker, I want to kill you. I hate you." That's the type of gesture it had. But it didn't stay there. It was a real quick thing. It was very quick. It was like in and out. And I saw that and I'm like, what the hell? In my mind, I'm like, I know I saw that. But then again, I'm like, no, I don't think that was that. That shook me up. I was thinking about that whole day, that whole night. And still, I didn't tell my parents anything. Another crazy thing happened that same day. I can remember this. This is another experience that happened that same day. Now, this experience did happen in the same day. So I'm watching TV, and I guess I'll give my age away on this one. I'm watching TV, and I still remember this. Saved by the Bell is on. I had done something prior to that, watching TV. I can't remember, and so I was in a little timeout or punishment, whatever it is, because I wasn't supposed to be watching TV. I still remember this. Saved by the Bell was on. I snuck and watched it, and I remember my mom coming in and saying, "Hey, you know what you're doing? I told you that you couldn't watch TV, whatever. Go to your room." Okay, one of those type of things. I remember going to my room and sitting on the bed, and all of a sudden, white smoke starts to fill the room. Now, nothing's on fire. Ain't nobody cooking in the front. Ain't nothing like that. There's no other way for this to be. There's no fire going on. White smoke starts to fill my room. And this is in the daytime. So I'm blinking my eyes. Like, what the hell? This time I run out of there and I tell my mom, I say, I see smoke in the back. I see smoke in the room. And my mom is going to say something. Well, that's because you shouldn't have been watching TV. It was something like that what she said that just kind of brushed me off. And I'm like, man, this shit crazy, man. I just told you I'm seeing smoke in the room. I think she just chucked it up for my imagination, whatever it is. I go back to the room, and I'm blinking my eyes again, and I didn't see it anymore. I didn't see it. I kept blinking my eyes and trying to see it again. I didn't see it. Whatever it was, I know it was demonic. I know it was. What that was another attempt to frighten me and to terrorize me, and whatever it was trying to do. And I'm like, man, this is just insane. But I just want to share that experience with you guys as well. That was crazy. I wanted to ask you guys a question. I know that there's different age ranges on here, but does anybody remember having the Big Bird with the tape deck in its stomach? And when you put the tape in and you play it, the mouth moves and it tells you bedtime stories or stories. I want to take you guys back a little bit. So, there's a story where something a little fishy went on with that. So catch me on the next part for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, donate to the channel if you can. Every little penny works to keep this train running. I'll holler at you all. All right.